Welcome. Today I'll lead you through a short practice focusing on opening up the hip flexors, and we'll add in some side bending and rotation as well. If you have a blanket, please sit on a blanket. A block would also work if you're a little bit tighter. And take your hands to your thighs and close your eyes. Begin to breathe with a greater awareness. Take full inhales through your nose and full exhales through your nose as well. And start checking in with your body and where you are at today. I'll offer modifications throughout this class, and feel free to modify as is helpful and skillful to where your body is at today. Take a few more breaths to bring more awareness into the present. And together, one more deep breath in. And exhale fully. Allow your eyes to blink open. And with your next inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And as you exhale, take your left arm down, crescent to your left, stretch your right side. And corset your waist. Inhale, come back up, reach and stretch. Second side, take your right arm down, crescent over. Stretch long on your left side. And then back up to center, reach both arms. And for our first twist, I'm going to have you simply take your arms kind of out of the equation. So you're going to twist using the strength all 360 degrees around your core. As you inhale, lift your spine up tall. And as you exhale, twist from your left waist to your right. Two more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Now try not to let your left shoulder roll forward. Keep your shoulders as neutral as you can. One more without hands. Inhale, exhale, twist. Now we're going to add a little leverage. Take your right fingers to the floor behind you and your left hand to the outside of your right knee. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, twist a little deeper, but keep your core engaged. Two more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Now return to that arms out of the equation position. See if you can hold and even deepen the twist for 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist from your right waist to your left. Two more without hands. Inhale, lift, corset your waist. Exhale, twist. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Now add your hands, but keep your core engaged. Lift up and twist. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now take your hands out of the equation. Again, keep your shoulders neutral and see if you can hold or even deepen the twist for 3, 2, and 1. Release, come back to center. And if you are seated on a blanket, take that to the side, but have it handy so you can reach it kind of as you need, which for me means bring it up here. Come forward onto your hands and your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Root your palms down. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up. Press back, downward facing dog pose. Now I actually have a video breaking down downward facing dog, so that would be one that you could certainly check out if you want some additional tips and tricks here. For now, imagine you could turn your hands away from each other and externally rotate your upper arms. Press your hips back, stretch your spine, and then take your right leg up and back to the wall behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip, stretch. This is our first intro into the hip flexors. Depending on how tight or loose you are, you may or may not feel a deep stretch here, and that's okay. Step or help your foot to your hand. If you get stuck halfway, a great way to help yourself is take your hand to the back of your right knee and step up so your foot is in between your hands. Strongly lift your left leg as you bend deep in your right knee. Squeeze your feet towards each other isometrically and firm and contract your outer hips. Twist, taking your right arm to the ceiling. Like we did in the seated position, excuse me, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist from your left waist to your right. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Stay strong in your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hand. Pad your knee as is needed. Drop your left knee down. I like my toes curled under, but you can certainly point your feet. Lift up, crescent lunge. Now we're really getting into the left hip flexors. Squeeze your feet towards each other. Firm your outer hips. Sit low. Let's add a side bend with your right hand. Grab your left wrist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crescent to your right. Keep squeezing your feet towards each other. Keep firming both outer hips for 3, 2, 1. Corset your waist. Come back up. Sit a little deeper. Release your hands. Step back. Downward facing dog pose. Take a moment to stretch and extend your spine. Maintain external rotation of your upper arms. Let's take your left leg up and back. Bend your knee, open your hips, stretch. And step or help your foot forward. Lunge, second side. Once again, keep your back leg lifted strongly and sit deep into your front knee. See if you can bend up to a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your feet towards each other and firm both outer hips. Twist, take your left arm to the ceiling. With your inhales, lengthen. And with your exhales, rotate. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Release your hand. Drop your right knee down. Lift up, crescent lunge. Continue squeezing your feet towards each other and firm both outer hips. Sit as deep as you can. With your left hand, grab your right wrist. Inhale, and then as you exhale, crescent to your left. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Release your hands. Step back to downward facing dog. And if you have props on your mat, simply set them to the side. With your next inhale, shift forward, plank position. For less challenge, simply drop your knees to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way. Point your toes and slide your palms back so they're under your elbows. Move your shoulders forward towards your ears and up to the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and down your back. Inhale, lift cobra pose. Now you can stay a little lower in this pose, or if you prefer, if you're feeling more open, you can lift up a little higher. Pull your shoulders back, curl in your upper back. And then tuck your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few slightly deeper breaths here. Inhale, press back. Exhale, look forward and bring your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, reach up, stretch, and exhale, release your arms. Now for this next one, I'll just stand in the center of the mat so you can see me a little bit better. Stand with your feet either together or hips distance apart. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Engage your legs on all sides. Firm your outer hips. Drop your tail down and corset your waist. As you inhale, extend both arms overhead. Then as you exhale with your left hand, grab your right wrist, inhale, and exhale, crescent to your left. Get a nice deep stretch on the right side of your body. Breathe here. Firm your legs, firm your hips and your core. And then back through center. Switch sides with your right hand. Grab your left wrist, inhale. Exhale, crescent. And really you want the stretch to be on the side of your waist. Your hips can move a little, but do stay really firm through your legs, firm through your hips and your core. Good. And then back up to center. Take your arms alongside of your body and interlace your hands. Stretch your arms back. Now, if this feels a little too intense for you, you can take your hands to your hips and work your outer shoulders back here. Again, stay firm through your legs. See if you can externally rotate your upper arms. And then if you have your hands interlaced, lift your knuckles up a little bit. We'll repeat this shape in a moment on the floor. Good. Release your arms. Return to the top of your mat if you have moved. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Let's add a little twist here. Open twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Turn from your left waist to your right. 3, 2, and 1. Both arms up. Switch sides, right arm forward, left arm back. Turn from your right waist to your left. 3. Firm your outer hips. 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back, plank position. Again, you can certainly drop your knees to the ground here for less challenge. Corset your waist, inhale. Exhale again, lower all the way down. This time, take your arms alongside of your body with your palms facing down. Slide your shoulders forward and up, just like we did for Cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and down your back. Inhale, lift up, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Now, if you liked interlacing your hands in the previous standing pose, you might like to do so here as well. Curl in your upper back, float your legs. 3, 2, 1. Release your legs. Once again, take your palms under your elbows. You can stay in Cobra where your pelvis is down and there's at least some degree of bend of your elbows. Or if you like, you can straighten your elbows and lift your hips and thighs off the floor for upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Let's add on a little. Take your right leg up and back to the wall behind you. Take a full inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to squeeze your right knee to your left triceps. So here you're going to really firm the right side of your waist, your right obliques. Let's do 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale. Right knee, left triceps. Do keep your elbows straight. Inhale back. 1 more. Exhale. Right knee, left triceps. Reach back. Step forward. This time, line your right foot in the center of your mat. Pivot your left heel down and rise up, warrior 2 pose. Keep your back leg strong and straight. Bend your right knee up to 90 degrees. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Here, stretch out your right side waist that we just worked. Bend a little deeper, reach back, stretch. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to warrior 2. Because I don't have props or blocks today, we'll do a modification. Right forearm to right thigh, left arm up and overhead, extended side angle. Anchor your left leg as you reach through your left arm. So now we're targeting the left side waist. Bend a little deeper. Now here you can use your arm pressing into your thigh for a little leverage. Draw your navel in. Turn from your right waist to your left. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back up, warrior 2. Exhale, circle your hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, this time, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And I'll just turn around so you can see my front view on the second side. Take your left leg up and back to the wall behind you. Inhale deeply. Exhale, squeeze your left knee to your right triceps. Twist, work your left obliques. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, left knee, right triceps. Remember to keep your elbows straight here. One more, inhale, reach back. Exhale, left knee, right triceps. And reach back. Step forward, place your left foot again in the center of the mat. Pivot your right heel down. Rise up, warrior 2. So I like to think of warrior 2 as being a little bit more of a tightrope stance than lunge. Press back, sit deep in the front knee. Deep inhale, exhale. Reverse warrior, stretch out your left obliques. Bend a little deeper, reach back more. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, modified extended side angle. Press through your right foot, reach through your right arm. Sit a little deeper, challenge yourself. And then corset your waist. Turn from your left waist to your right. Breathe and stretch. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up. Exhale. Take your hands down. Step back. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Cobra or upward facing. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And take a few slightly deeper breaths. Shift forward, plank position. Separate your feet as wide apart as your sticky mat. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of your right foot. But keep both palms down. So it's like a plank in the upper body and a modified side plank in the lower body. Lower your hips a few inches. Firm your left obliques. Lift your hips up higher. Lower. And lift. Let's do 3 more. Lower. Lift. Lower. Really target your waist. Lift. 1 more. Lower. Lift. Come back into downward facing dog pose. Press back. Stretch back. Let's do the second side. Come forward plank. So again, separate your feet. So we want a wider base. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left foot, but keep both palms planted. Lower your hips slightly, corset your right obliques, lift up. Lower. Stay strong through your core. Lift. 3 more. 1, 2, last one, 3. Downward facing dog pose. Press back, stretch back. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot forward between your hands, lunge. Now, listen, take both hands to the inside of your right foot. Scoot your right foot to your right. Turn your right foot out about 45 degrees and drop your left knee to the ground. You can certainly add padding here, but I'm really actually more on the front of the left thigh, not so much the kneecap. But support yourself as you need. Flex your right foot. Roll to the pinky edge of your right foot. Let your right knee drop to the side. Now we'll do a few different things here. First, walk your hands forward and maybe come onto your forearms. This should be a pretty nice stretch in your outer right hip. A few breaths here. And then walk your hands up. Twist, take your right arm back. Now you can certainly stay here, and I'm going to give you several options. If you want a deeper hip flexor stretch, bend your left knee, grab your left foot. And here you can kind of kick your foot into your hand and pull your right shoulder back. Now if you're more flexible, feel free to drop down to your left forearm. And if you can't get the foot, don't worry about it. Take some version of this pose. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Make your way back into downward facing dog pose. And second side, step your left foot forward. Take your hands to the inside of your left foot, scoot it to your left, and turn your foot out about 45 degrees. Roll to the pinky edge of the foot. Drop your right knee down. Take a few breaths here. Press the pinky edge of your left foot down, and you can allow your left knee to drop open really any amount. It's certainly not going to go to the floor. Option to come onto your forearms. A few breaths here. Now we'll add some options. Walk your hands up. Now this might simply be a twist, and this feels pretty great. If you want a deeper hip flexor quadricep stretch, bend your right knee, grab your right foot. And then if you have the flexibility, option to come onto your right forearm. Remember, it's totally fine if you can't grab the foot. For those of you that do have the foot, kick your foot into your hand, turn it into a little bit more of a twist. And then slowly release, walk back, downward facing dog. And let's throw a vinyasa in here. Inhale, come forward, plank position. Exhale, lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. All right, drop down to your knees. We'll do another one of my absolute favorite side body stretches. I've started including this in class quite a bit more frequently lately. All right, start with your right knee straight. Bend your left knee. And angle your left knee back as much as you can comfortably. And move the flesh out of the way of your sitting bones. And you could certainly elevate your pelvis on a blanket if you like. Now remember our no-handed twist from earlier. Let's revisit that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist from your right waist to your left. You might already feel that you can go deeper than you did the first time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So again, use your hands, turn from your right waist to your left. Now look to the inside of your right foot. Take your right hand to the inside and reach your left arm up and overhead in line with your ear. Come into a side bend. Now, option, you can grab your right foot with your right hand, but it's certainly not required. Reach long on your left side. Corset your waist and turn from your right waist to your left. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Corset your waist. Help yourself up and switch sides. Now again, we'll twist first without our hands. This requires us to recruit the muscles of our core to turn. And then add a little leverage. Perhaps twist deeper, but only to a level that is skillful for your body today. Twist should never feel painful. Actually, I think twists feel quite amazing. So twist to a level that feels amazing. Take your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and overhead, in line with your ear. Stretch long on your right side. Draw your navel in and turn slightly from your left waist to your right. And then corset your waist, help yourself back up. And then just to finish it off nice and symmetrically, extend your legs forward, lift your spine up, and fold forward. And when you reach your edge, wherever that is, inhale, lengthen the front of your spine a little more. And exhale, fold in a little bit deeper. Paschimottanasana, or seated forward bend. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your hands up. And come into a comfortable seat. I'm a little short on time today. If you have time, I definitely recommend Shavasana. I'll film another video that has a nice long Shavasana soon. But for today, sit for a moment in a comfortable position. Take a few slightly deeper breaths. And take a moment here in gratitude to yourself for choosing to get on your mat and practice today. Namaste.